All right, welcome back to 63 Bravo Garage. Today we're going to be talking about external voltage regulators, specifically the OEM style or the OEM one itself, like this one. I have a 1969 C10, has 86,000 original miles, and it was found in a barn. And I mean, it was pure as can get when I first got it. And I'm trying to do my best to salvage everything and keep it that way. So the problem I was having is, I'll just get right into this, my voltage regulator. I had to put a new alternator on it. The factory one went out, took a crap on me. I bought two O'Reillys, those took a crap on me. I ended up going online and I found a Delco Remy remanufactured, and it's held up so far, but you know, it may take crap on me too, so we'll see about that. If you do any research online about voltage regulators, on how to diagnose them, things like that, people are going to automatically tell you go to one wire. Well, that only fits their application if they're not trying to keep these things factory as factory can be. And I just couldn't justify splicing into wiring when this thing is so pure and so original. It was very, very difficult for me to do that. So I toughed it out, and here we are. So I got my new alternator put on there, and it was overcharging. And I was reading somewhere where you can adjust these factory voltage regulators. And this is only if it came with, if you still had the factory one. And the way you'll know that, because I ended up buying, I'll get to that in a minute, but I ended up buying, I actually bought two. So I bought one from O'Reilly's, and it's made in China piece of junk, and it has a circuit board, and you notice the bottom's different. So this thing's a piece of junk, I'm just gonna tell you right now. But I found another one, the closest one to this, I think, off eBay, and it was around 50 bucks, and it looks everything like this one, except for the fact people were telling me you could adjust these factory ones. And so what I do, nobody could tell me anything, so I go and buy the service manual, which, fellas, if you're gonna keep a C10 any length of time, invest in one of these service manuals. There's a fountain of information, well worth $30. And this is where I found this information. This is a reprint that the technicians used to use, but it's 30 bucks. Came to my house, found it off eBay, well worth the money. They actually, I found original ones on there, but I didn't know about the integrity of how brittle the pages were, and I'm actually going to use mine, so I chose to go with the reprint. So in the book, it says, this is your adjustment screw, and to increase the voltage, you turn it clockwise. To decrease the voltage, you turn it counterclockwise. Well, my issue I was having is mine was overcharging. So I ended up going ahead and ordering that one I told you about, the AC Delco one. And guess what, boys, it's made in the USA. And it was the closest one identical that I found to this. I found it off eBay, 50 bucks. And this book came in first. And so I was doing the research on it, found the adjustment screw to my original one, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, let me take that back. The book and this regulator came in together. So, but if just the book came in first and I found this adjustment and the regulator came in second, I was gonna go ahead and try this one again and adjust it and see if it made a difference. So I can't tell you if it did, because I never reinstalled it. So the original one, here's all the information for that, if you're interested in one of those. But it looks very identical. Even the cap, how it says Delco Remy made in USA, all that's the same. So there's your adjustment on that. But like I said, I found out so much information in this book pertaining to the voltage regulator, but there's a bunch of information, transmission information. I mean, it's pretty thick. And I mean, it goes through, I mean, there's just a fountain of stuff in there. So there's that. let me go over here and show you what my one looks like now that I got on there. Came out of this box. So I'll go over here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. See, there it is. Other than the base of the color, it all looks pretty similar. And there's the cap. See how it's Delco Remy, made in USA. Now I read it, the bad reviews I read on those is people are saying, I put it on and it crapped out as soon as I cranked it up, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's just the way parts work for you. That could happen anytime. Me, I've had good luck with it so far. I've had it on here for about 2 hours. Got it up to operating temperature, went and drove it. Everything still checks out fine. But if this one happens to fail, which I'm planning on it, I hope it don't, but you know, I'm just like, I'm gonna go ahead and put the original one back on there, and since I've adjusted it, I'm keeping this, and I'm gonna see what it does before I make my next move, deciding what I wanna do. So I hope this video is helpful. If it is helpful, please like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching.